Welcome into the Panthers.com video mailbag. Staff writer Max Henson here as the Panthers get set to take their undefeated record on the road to New Orleans. We got our first question this week from Kevin Jones, who asks, how do you think the coaching staff and players are handling their success so far? It's a good question, and I think this team has handled their success really, really well. And it's one of the things I've been most impressed with throughout this run is how they're handling it and the way in which they're handling it. Obviously, when you win 11 games in a row to start the season and you're the only undefeated team in football, it's easy to get a little cocky, maybe overconfident, maybe gloss over some of the issues you might be having that need to be corrected, but this team refuses to let that to happen. They have an incredible focus about making sure, even after wins, there's time to celebrate, yes, but as soon as they come back to work that next day, it's all about finding ways to get better. And that's really what this team has done throughout the season, and that's why I think they're the position they're in right now. That attention to detail, that focus has been key, and I think they're handling it as well as you could ever hope an undefeated team to be handling success, and obviously Ron Rivera wants that to continue. Got our next question from Brent Egger, who asks, would it be better for the Panthers to lose a game before heading into the playoffs? Teams can learn a lot from a loss. I don't think so. I could see why you'd ask the question. I know there is that theory, losing a game really refocuses guys. It allows them to really pay attention to some of the issues. But as I said before, I don't think this team needs that. I think this team is mature enough to handle winning and not need a loss to remind them of some things that they might need to be doing better. So I don't see that as something that the Panthers need to have happen. I think Ron Rivera, his players, his coaching staff would prefer they keep on winning. We got our last question from Super Duper Ange, who asked, will Cortland play the nickel and Benet stay outside or vice versa? Yeah, the Panthers brought in Finnegan this week, free agent, to help shore up the secondary a little bit, and he is going to start off at the nickel spot. That's where the Panthers feel he can have the most success and make the biggest impact right away, and that's an area that the Panthers were looking for some more options. Of course, with Charles Tillman being out for the past 2 games and might miss a third, they've been forced to kind of reshuffle things in the secondary. Benet Ben-Wickery has gone from the nickel spot to shift outside in place of Tillman. Colin Jones has played the nickel. And now Sean McDermott, defensive coordinator for the Panthers, has a few more options. With Cortland Finnegan, he can use him at the nickel. At times, he can keep Colin Jones in there. And if he wants to, Benet can maybe go back into the nickel on occasion. So it really just gives the defense a little more to work with, and it's something Sean McDermott should be able to utilize well here this weekend. Well, thanks for the questions, everybody. We'll do it again next time here on Panthers.com.